Como é que é, pessoal? Tudo bem? Eu sou o Mr. Ark e estamos aqui para mais um vídeo. Estamos aqui de volta com The Outer Worlds. Estamos aqui para continuar esta aventura e a gente vai ali em direção a uma missão secundária. Ok. Eu não sei se vocês já tinham visto esta arma, ela é muito boa. Eu equipei-a no último episódio. Onde é que ela anda? Ah, falta um. Ok. Esta arma é muito boa e ela usa munição leve que a gente tem bastante. Então é ela que eu tenho estado a utilizar. Ok. Eu estou a ir fazer aquela missão secundária. Qualquer coisa já sabem, eu volto com vocês. Ok, pessoal, eu encontrei aquele livro e ele está-nos a mandar para esta caverna. Então vamos explorar isto. Ver o que é que parece mais de interessante por lá. Ok, pessoal, já chegámos aqui a Ponte d'Água. Vamos falar então com o vigário, que era com quem a gente precisava de falar.
It's a fine new day in Edgewater. The cannery hums, streetlights and faces glow. I suppose this means the two of you were able to sort out the matter? The greater good can be difficult to determine. None of us can know the effects of our decision in a year, or 10, or 100. Take comfort in the fact that your choices are always, ultimately, in line with the grand plan. Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted. Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. Yes, you're right. Such are the workings of the equation. And I've only my own hubris to blame. I certainly never planned for this contingency. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Fantastic. I promise you won't regret this.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. It is my esteemed pleasure to serve as your crew vicar, Captain.
Ok, parece então que temos aqui o vigário para se juntar à nossa equipa e vamos lá continuar aqui a seguir as missões secundárias. Vamos marcar aqui no mapa, temos apenas mais uma, que é procurar pistas na casa da Zoe. Vamos lá então a isso. Ok, temos aqui um talento para melhorar. O que é que vamos pôr? Eu vou aumentar a velocidade a correr, é bem importante. Por cima estamos aqui a fazer missões secundárias. Vamos aumentar aqui as armas de longo alcance, o diálogo, furtividade, tecnologia e liderança. Pode ser assim. Ok, temos aqui o vigário no grupo. A gente pode equipar armas neles. Ela está bem, ele está muito bem, melhor que nós. E ele tem um talento mais 10 de hacking. Sim, parece-me uma boa. Ok, vamos lá então seguir a missão. E é isso, eu não vou mostrar muita coisa destas missões porque eu não quero enrolar o vídeo com missões secundárias. Então vamos para lá.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Ok, parece que encontramos a Zoe. Já tinha vindo aqui antes, mas eu não encontrei. Eu matei toda a gente que aqui estava e segui para a cidade. E parece que ela estava aqui, então. Vamos voltar até à Grace e devemos concluir todas as missões secundárias que temos por agora. Depois vamos até à nossa nave.
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now. Didn't think she'd go back so long as Reed was still running the place. Something must have changed. If Adelaide's going back to Edgewater, we'll follow her. We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Ok, vamos aqui então ver o diário. Temos só que voltar para a nave. Antes disso, vamos aqui usar a bancada. Acho que está na altura da gente melhorar algumas coisas. Vamos lá. Então, qual é que é a nossa... É esta, metralhadora leve. Como é que se modifica mesmo? Instalar modificação. O que é que temos aqui? Altera o tipo de dano da arma para choque. Não. Aumenta a quantidade de munição no carregador. Não. Altera o tipo de arma para raio. Ok, não há nada que me interesse muito, sinceramente. Ok, vamos sair. As armaduras. Não quero mudar nada. Vamos desmontar aqui coisas, não é? Acho que é o melhor que temos a fazer. Ok, pessoal, temos aqui uma coisa que eu quero comprar, que é munição. Munição é muito barata. Como é que se compra? Calma. Comprar. E eu comprei coisas que eu não queria. Ok. Só ver o que é que temos aqui. Temos aqui uma armadura boa. Temos aqui umas armas interessantes também. Ok, vamos aqui vender. Aqui temos o lixo. O lixo acho que são só coisas que não importam. Vamos vender tudo. Ok. Prontos. Quanto dinheiro é que temos? Temos 5.000. Ok. Nós não temos muitas balas. Dá para comprar mais? Como é que é isso? Células de energia. Aparentemente não. Ok. Ok, pessoal. Chegamos então até à nave.
So handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. I've worked on the occasional supply coach in need of repairs. Once I built a little model craft out of spare parts, but Mr. Thompson found out and I had to take it apart. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Ok, muito bom. Eu gosto muito destes personagens. Vamos lá então entrar na nossa nave. E temos que ir a algures aqui. Temos que ir falar aqui com...
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can
Vamos
I
conversar.
do, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Ok, vamos então por aqui, aparentemente. Vamos lá. Consertar a nossa nave. Está a funcionar.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Ok, parece que saímos do planeta. Vamos ver o que é que o jogo nos tem mais a reservar. Estou curioso. Eu não faço ideia o que é que vai acontecer daqui para a frente. Eu até aqui não sabia grande parte do jogo.
Ah, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Ok, parece que temos que selecionar o destino. Para onde é que temos que ir? Eu não sei, estou perdido, calma. Monarca. Ok. Calma lá. Tá. Vamos ver aqui só as missões primeiro, que eu estou perdido. Pelades na vanguarda. Ah, ok.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Excelente.
Hey, Cap, can we talk?
O que é que
Hey,
queres?
Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson. was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Ok. Manto holográfico. Ok, basicamente podemos entrar em áreas que não seria suposto. Eu não faço ideia se o episódio está pequeno, se não eu vou fazer mais um bocadito e depois logo se vê. Vamos lá. Aqui temos a nossa equipa. Ok, é mesmo isto. Continuar. Então será que eles vão ficar na nave? E a gente depois sai com quem a gente quiser? É capaz de ser isso. Vamos ver, vamos ver. Ok.
Hey, Captain.
Vamos lá por aqui, provavelmente dá algo que... Oh, temos aqui máquinas. Máquinas, vamos lá. Comprar balas. Ok. E aqui? Alguma coisa? Mais balas. Excelente. Sempre bom comprar balas. Temos aqui alguém. Como é que se usa o manto holográfico mesmo? Não sei, vamos aqui. Ok, vou aumentar o nosso diálogo. Defesa. Liderança, tecnologia e furtividade. Mais diálogo, ok. Eu acho que o diálogo vai ser bem importante agora, então temos que evoluir. Onde é que está o manto holográfico? É isto? É isto. Eu não sei como é que se usa. Eu acho que o jogo vai fazer... Ok, eu acho que o jogo nos vai explicar como é que se usa agora. Vamos lá.
Everybody's got an ID. Oh, let me guess. You left it in your other pants? I hear that one a lot.
Enganei-me. Eu não... Calma.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Agora é que vai.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantine commode. Can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they'd cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
Ok, vamos lá. Para onde é que nós vamos primeiro? Ok, aqui temos... Ok, vamos aqui primeiro.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types of
Vamos lá então. Tentar falar aqui com o homem que nos resolve os problemas. Vamos lá, aqui. Cá está ele.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details. Fine. You're free to go. I've removed the impound order on your ship. But before you go, I did have one request. Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? That's... well, that's just terrible news. Oh, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Can we talk?
Ok, acho que está tudo por ali. Onde é que está a enfermeira? Eu queria terminar por aí. Vamos ter com a enfermeira. Cá está, vamos lá. Onde é que ela fica? Por ali. Que é isto? Isto tem aqui muita coisa, não vou ler isto tudo. Então tá. Por aqui. É esta?
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See him, Furo? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Something I can help you with? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Take care.
Ok, como é que a gente vai usar o coisito? Isto. Inspecionar. Eu não faço ideia. Que eu acho que a gente não pode entrar. Ah, peraí. Tá aqui.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Ok, parece que temos aqui outra missão secundária para encontrar a encomenda da enfermeira. Que é isto? Então tá. Ok pessoal, então é isso. Espero que tenham gostado deste vídeo. Eu vou ficando por aqui. Até à próxima.